I didn't quite know what I was going to do tonight. I had a seasonal Easter poem that I was thinking about reading. But then, with Julene's reading, there was sort of an institutional flavor about that. And with Hamish's reading, I decided that I would do this instead. And as you can see, it comes with a guitar because it's kind of a song. But it fits in with the poetry thing because this is a little preamble about craft. It's the songwriting craft. But there was a group about 20 years ago called Richmond Fontaine. They were a punk group that came out of Portland, Oregon. And they sort of became alt country as they went along. But their lead singer and principal songwriter is a fellow by the name of Willie Vlotton, who later became a novelist. But Willie had a rather unique way of writing songs in that he would write this long, rambling, free verse rant, with absolutely no meter or form or rhyme whatsoever. And then he would take a bunch of random chords that had absolutely no relation to the words and just sort of sledgehammer them together. And I said, this guy is a genius. This is like an entire new way of approaching the thing, and free verse poets can take note and say, wow, we can become great songwriters because there's no work involved whatsoever. And so the song is the first and only song in that new genre, and it's called "And They Don't Give Free Cigarettes in Detox No More." And there's actually a building referenced in this song that both Hamish and I have been to over the course of our lives. His allergies came back, and his eyelids peeled and burned, and he woke up in the middle of the night feeling like he couldn't breathe, like always, only worse than usual. And his skin felt like a naked nerve, a guitar string tuned up a whole step that you prayed wouldn't break on stage. And pots of coffee only made the shaking worse. And what was up with that? The only thing that kept him sane. The only thing that kept him sane was he heard they don't give free cigarettes in detox anymore. Cause in detox it was so fine, every hour you could stand in line, whether you wanted to or not, and you always wanted to. And you could ask the girl behind the counter if they had your favorite brand. Then go out to the outside concrete patio, surrounded by chicken wire, and for 5 minutes you could feel free. On the walk to the liquor store, he could look down I Street at the Buck Rogers Tower that was St. Joe's. And the psych ward on the 11th floor, where every 2 hours from 10 to 8, you could take the elevator down. And smoke by the parking garage. And there was no chicken wire, but you had to buy your own cigarettes. And you knew you'd be better in a week, because that was as long as they would keep you. And by then, it was too late. By then, it was too late. When he heard they don't give free cigarettes in detox anymore. 'Cause in detox it was so fine. Every hour you could stand in line, whether you wanted to or not, and you always wanted to. And you could ask the girl behind the counter if they had your favorite brand, then go out to the outside concrete patio, surrounded by chicken wire, and for 5 minutes you could feel free. Sometimes he wished he was in Norway, hanging out at the Munch Museum in Oslo, looking at the screen for hours and thinking of the box of 64 Crayolas he had when he was 8 that had the sharpener built right in the box. Who had those? The pollen season was short in Scandinavia, and he could drink all the coffee he damn well pleased. During the long winters, he would learn a new language and take to smoking a little wooden pipe, like the one Bilbo Baggins had in The Hobbit. And one day in December, he would get a wire from an old friend, and he wouldn't care. He wouldn't care when he read. Bad news, bro. I heard they don't give free cigarettes in detox no more. Time for the big finale sing-along. 'Cause in detox it was so fine. Every hour you could stand in line, whether you wanted to or not, and you always wanted to. And you could ask the girl behind the counter if they had your favorite brand, then go out to the outside concrete patio, surrounded by chicken wire, and for 5 minutes you could feel free. Feel free. I feel free. Feel free. Still kind of makes me cry.